All right, guess we're gonna go live now. Hello, everybody. This is Bob Jackson, and this is pretty much my first live YouTube video, so I'm kind of proud of myself. Excuse the things that you see in the back there, but hey, that's what happens, I guess, when you first start out. So, what I'm attempting to do is I'm gonna play a little bit of Civilization here. Let me drop the volume just slightly. There you go, so I can hear myself. All right, confirm that. And so my first episode for today, we're going to play single player. And once again, this is Sid Meier's Civilization 6. It is a pretty good game. I've been playing it all of my life as a young man. So this is one of the better games that I've probably ever played. And not only that, it's a nice, good time consumer. A good game probably take you about a week, and I'm sure there's others that's gone longer. But at this point, I just want to show a quick review of what's going on. Okay, so first thing we're gonna go is we're gonna go ahead and create a game. As you can see, the options here, I can be a random leader. I can be a leader from any of these leaders here that you see on display, and I'm going to go with random. And this will be the difficulty. I think what's the easiest? Actually, Prince is right after here. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go with Chieftain right now just for instructional purposes, and I'm going to make the game a little quick. And we're going to choose the map type. Map type, I do like continents, so I'll keep that. And with this time, I will make the maps large. Okay. Now we will go to start game. Okay, so I start out here as Gandhi from the Indian Empire joins the world stage. Greatest quest. Yes, guarding with magnificent. This will just be the first episode of this particular game, and what I want to show is a few new things that are in this game. And I wouldn't say it's a big difference, but some things are advanced generation wise. I guess, like you would say, if you had advanced generation in programming, well, sort of kind of like the same here in this particular game, where we used to have to actually build roads. Well, roads are already built in certain situations. So our builders are a little more advanced in what they do. And let's see here. Okay, so first we start out here. This is like a nice place to live, and you can see our territory there. So we'll start here. Okay, now some of the different things here that you'll well, haven't seen anything different yet. So let's go ahead. Let's go with choosing the production. What I like to do is, from my experiences, I like to start out with a warrior to protect my camp, because they're all type of barbarians and things out there to get you. So you'll see quite a bit of barbarians surface. Okay, so let's see here. What do we have here? We have animal husbandry. Okay. If built on a luxury resource like fur, truffles, ivory, the city will gain use of that resource. Can only be built on furs, ivory, deer, and so forth. So for instance, you may see, if you see a deer or you see animals like this, so husbandry will allow you to make use of these animals or those horses and so forth and so forth. Okay, so the first thing I think I want to start out with is just looking about what we have here. Let's see, what does pottery do? Allows harvest of wheat and rice. So if you look here, you see I have wheat for food, and when I cut down these trees here, they will be basically production to create things. So basically, you're talking about getting your civilization off the ground. So I guess it would be pretty good if you started out first by protecting it, and then second, get you a builder, okay, and third, get you an explorer, and then I would say fourth, a settler. The explorer will go out and explore different parts of this map, and you'll be able, things will be visualized to you so you can see, and therefore you'll be able to see if you have barbarians and so forth before you send your settler out there. And hopefully by the time I get ready with the settler, I will have additional warriors to escort them. So okay, let's go ahead and move along. What's the first thing we're going to do? I did say we're going to do pottery so we can take advantage of this wheat that we got here. Okay, so not a whole lot going on. As you can see here, it's just me. All right. Well, what do you want to do? So for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fortify this unit. Fortifying will make that unit pretty much stay there until I'm ready to use it again. And as we move on with these turns, they should go quicker because not a whole lot of moving parts here. We haven't met anybody, so we don't have to wait on anything else. Although it's real time, so they will be moving, as you can see. All right, so we're coming upon one. Let's see, one more time. Let's go. Okay, so now we got this guy here. I post him over here. So I got one in the front and one in the back, and basically they serve as security. So now what we're going to do in production, a builder, 5 turns for that. Okay, boom. Let's go. Ooh, look at all this nice trees around here. One of the things that I learned, look, already, because we're popular here, we're taking up additional space. So this area here is this is our border. Okay, and I do believe the blue area that you see in here, this is basically the what's the word I'm looking for? I think it's up here somewhere. What is it? It's the culture. Okay, or it could be vice versa. Let's see, is that the science and the culture? But basically, the more culture you get, the more tiles you take up because you're popular. People want to be a part of this culture. So now, okay, we're moving on now. We're gonna go next. Okay, I don't think I told it to go out that far, so let's bring them back right here. Okay, great. So just for right now, let me go ahead and bring him. I like to leave my my security in the friend zones because when you do upgrades, you have to be in this particular zone here. Alright, so what's next? Increase goals by 15%. Must be built next to a river. Cool, we got a river right here. So we're going to go with this irrigation right here. And it'll... Hold on, let's look at this again. Okay, must be adjacent to the river. So we see there's a river over here. So we got irrigation. Alright, so yeah, let's just go for that. Alright, so we're going to go next. Moving the turn right along. Okay, and so now these guys here, I'm going to go ahead and fort this guy. Once again, fortifying the unit pretty much just makes the unit sit there in time until you're ready to use them again. So in this case, I'll show you some additional things here. Alright, so let's see here. We've got 2 more turns. This is the capital city. Let's go, let's go. Ah, great. Okay, so remember, so let's watch this. Alright, first thing I want to do is now notice I think you only have 4 or 3 workers here. Every time you do something, one of them goes away. So I think that's the difference. So let's check this first. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to make a production, or I want to produce something. Okay, so let's go for the granary. Okay, that's going to help my city grow. I think we're in a marvelous spot here. We're right down this river here, and we got all these nice things going on here. All right. So okay, so we have policies here, but because we are in the let's see, what's the government we're in? We're in the chieftain government, so these are the only spots that apply here: economics, policies, and military. And by default, diplomatic policies. There's no diplomacy policy slot for this particular government, so the government will have to change in order for us to utilize the diplomacy policies and the wild card policies. Okay, so the first thing I'm doing right now is let's look at these policies that I have for military. Double experience for recon unit, +5 unit combat strength when fighting barbarians. So right about now, that's probably all we're doing. And then it says we want one production in all cities, or we can say 1 point for faith, 1 point for gold, and 1 point for, let me see, gold in the capital city. I'm not concerned about that. I want to produce. All right, so we're bringing in right now 5.1 gold coins, trinkets per turn, and these are my policies that I will now confirm. Yes, it's set. Okay, so we got our worker here. I wanted to get the granary, so we're gonna say, oh, wait a minute. Oh, wow, let's try this. Let's go up here. Okay, it didn't give me the option I thought I should get yet. So maybe there's some more scientific things I need to discover first before I can do that. So we'll just keep that in mind. All right, so once again, we're playing Civilization 6. Thank you for joining. If you have joined us, I'm working off a single monitor right now, so I don't know if I have any viewers or not. But I just wanted to share this with you guys. And okay, so this requires technology of mining. Now it will allow me. It says build improvement on here, but I don't want to do that yet. So maybe we should have went back to mining first. So let's wait till these turns are over here real quick. I think it'll be beneficial. All right, let's get back to the game. Okay, so as you can see here, I'm gonna go ahead and hold on. I'm getting a little bit of feedback. Let's get back to the game. Okay, so as you can see here, I'm gonna go ahead and hold on. I'm getting a little bit of feedback. All right, I think that's much better there. So forgive me. All right, so I'm rocking and rolling now. Let's get back to the game. Thank you for waiting. Appreciate you once again. This is Civilization 6. This is the first look at it here, as you can see. Let me pull out a little bit so you can see what's going on. All right, this is how the map is looking now. So you have shaded areas where you're not allowed to see until you have explored them. As we've known before, just a little bit different. Okay, so all right. I said I wanted to wait 5 turns so we can discover some new things. So for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my worker over here. And I'm going to create a farm. There it goes. So now this time, my farmer is going to produce 2 food and 1 production. Once again, these are all good things for growth. But it all starts in the beginning. How good your city or how good your civilization becomes, and it's like a foundation, like anything else. Unfortunately, I should have did mining first, so I could take advantage of these things here. So let's move the worker here. See, it won't let me harvest yet. Oh yes, it does. There we go. See, boom. There you go. Food. So these are some things you want to take care of real quick. The more food that you have, the more your city will grow, which is very logical. And so that's why I wanted to get the granary. Okay, by the grace of the good of the one God, the powerful and victorious, the everlasting, of whose kingdom there is no end. I greet you, my sincere friend. All right, we would like to visit. Sure. One of the strategies that I've learned here is, I try to be nice in the beginning, just to give me enough time so I can build my stuff, put my stuff together, so I can protect myself. If right off the bat you start with a bad attitude, before you know, you'll find yourself fighting wars before you can even develop your city. And so that is not what we're really trying to do. Alright, they're gonna send me gifts. Okay, yay. I'll do everything right until they ask to start killing for them and those types. That's just me, and that's just my style of play that I have found to be conservative. Okay, I play conservative this game because I want to win. Most of the time I think I win by points rather than like the nuclear war or travel into space. I guess I just enjoy being conservative. I don't. I played enough times to see my city get knocked out. So, all right. So as you can see here, this thing right here, this is an explorer. The production is opening up for my city once again. I got to go what I think is best. So for right now, I'm going to go for another builder, because as you can see here, the more work I do, the less the builders start to go away. So I wanted to take advantage of the builders, so I can build up my city. My army will come. Oh, something's going on up here. See that? I'm sorry about that. I should have examined that a little bit more for us. Let's see if I can get that to come back up. Okay. Maybe not. So it looks like we just finished irrigation. Then we're going to go back here, and mining is next. And that's only 3 turns. And that's going to allow us to get production points from the forest up here. So right now, I'm just going to be concerned with getting the food together. And while that food is going, then I'll have 2 more turns to wait for mining. Because once again, if you look here, the mining production can only be built on hills or certain resources. Let's see what this says here. Production can only be built on stone, marble. So this kind of requires apprenticeship. Even get gold requires banking. And another production for rocketry. So it's a plethora of things that this allows us to do by mining. And that's why it's always good to look at these little flashcards here. Sometimes we just look and we see here, okay, mining and quarry. We see those 2 things, but we don't actually look and see also what it entitles. Sometimes like can only be built on stone, like some of those type of things. So just wanted to give a look at that so you can see. Here goes some different tiles here. If I wanted to purchase a tile, I will click here, and it shows you right there they're cheap. They're cheap tiles. So let's say I have $35. I'll take this one. Looks like something of value is over there. I'll take that. Man, yeah, I just hold on to what I got. No. I'll take that too. Okay, cool. So that's just to show you can purchase additional tiles. As in a 5, you can do that as well, and you can do that at 6. So if I wanted to look at my citizens, I can also manage my citizens. I can say, oh, I want you to work there, I want you to work here. Okay, but keep in mind, moving from here to there. What did I get here? Two food, one production. What I got here? Two food, one production. Basically, looks like it's the same. So there you go. So you can move these guys around. Um, you may have tiles that may give off a little bit more, and you can have your citizen work those particular tiles. And I'll give you an example. Like for here, it says one food, two productions. This says two food, one production. So I will have to make the choice on which one of these tiles I would want my citizen to work in. So we're gonna go ahead and move right along. I didn't want to make this video too long, but I just wanted to show you some things here, especially in the beginning, and some tips that will help you start your city off right. So we'll do a few more turns before I end this video. I don't want this video to be too long because I want to make other videos more for my friends to see. Alright, so we have another builder here. So I'll take my builder. Look how these things populating here. Yeah, we're doing more. Okay, and once again, just as an example, let's go back over to the wooded area here. And you know what? I think I want another builder. Okay, I know I'm pushing it. So go with another builder, and then after that, I'll get some more people to help fight this war and protect them. Alright, so we're waiting. Yeah, the wife of a coal miner. The wife of a coal miner. Alright, so I want to start looking at this stuff here. Animal husbandry. And also take in consideration what how many turns it takes. It says, so for writing, this will give us library. And this looks like a district in your city for scientific endeavors. That will allow us to have that by utilizing or discovering the scientific art of writing. And here's bronze work. I think I'll go with bronze work because that's going to let us do some things we need to do. But then, like I said, you want to also take in consideration how many turns it takes here. So this is 4, this is 4, this is 7. All right, I'm not on the water, so satelling's not important at this time. So we're gonna go with animal husbandry for right now. Okay. Now, here's my guy here. Once again, I can't do anything with this. This is 13 production, 13 food, because it requires bronze working. And this is okay. So let's try some. Let's go up here. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. Once again, I want to thank you. It's just the beginning. And I'm going to wrap it up here, and we'll have our second episode come up real soon here. Once again, I want to thank you. This is my first YouTube video, so bear with me and thank you, and I'll learn from this, and I'm sure in the comment section there'll be many things there to basically tell me what I need to do to get this better. So thank you very much, and I appreciate your time. I'm going to go ahead and save this because our second episode, I'm going to pick up with this again. Thank you very much. You have a good day.